Sorry, excuse me. I'm gonna do a different poem because I was about to do another poem, but I'm gonna do this one. I swear it's not a disclaimer, but the poem may be kind of hard to follow, so sorry if it seems unpolished. No, sorry. I swear it's not a disclaimer. It's just the words. They don't always come to me like I'd like. I say that they're fragmented miracles muddied in their own syntax. I mean, look at it. It's kind of difficult to explain, but with each line, the definition of the piece begins to mutate as if being itself is something it never wants to inhabit. And I guess I kind of do that too sometimes. It's probably why I don't even own a reflection in the mirror on some mornings. I kind of learned to wash myself off. So I guess this would be a good time to let you know that I was born without a mouth. Poetic, right? So this poem may end up being a blank space staring out into the void, trying to decipher the nothing it always attempts to write about. Because I always had having a veil of language, hiding the scarred flesh in the rooms of this body. I always end up blooming some lyrical field of reeds with elongated webs spiraling into a Fibonacci sequence upon the page. Whatever it may be, know that the poem is a stream of thought that the pen failed to catch. All right, I'm gonna start the poem now. No, actually, sorry. It's just, it's just as a young writer, I'm always led to believe that I'm supposed to compose a dead thing out of my mouth, like a body being tarred or feathered, except it's on the page. And you can usually read the blood in the mangled bone as it lifts upon your head. And that's why I have to always say this before the piece. There will always be a body hovering above us, especially a black one. In this poem, I'm supposed to explain the pleasures of floating through the river during the daring heat of summer, but there's always a huddle of my brothers adorned in some rope and ash trailing me to where our type of skin goes to die. So every metaphor is a metaphor for the unbecoming of things, because what's a poem if it doesn't dismantle or splits, burns or cracks? So there's going to be a couple of heads in here, limbs. Trayvon, of course, will be in here in metaphor form. So whenever you hear rock or still, think of him. Whenever you hear broken or used, think of Mike Brown. And whenever you hear dead, think of black. Because I couldn't write black because the fucking printer keeps on whiting out the black. So I guess I'm just letting you know that every poem just sort of happens to become a will. But what do I even have to leave behind? This body? I crack it open and another falls out. I'm like a Russian doll of the dead. So many eulogies. So many eulogies written at the brim of my mouth. I'm gonna start the poem now.